It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. For Los Angeles, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And it's amazing. Final game of the regular season upon us. Some teams have nothing to gain by playing their starters. But, Shaq, you can't rest guys the way you used to.
Yeah, you can. The way the league sees it, unless a guy's injured, he should play. You know, ticket prices are high. It protects the fan. And, again, if you get hurt, just call me. Man up. I got that icy hot for you.
Oh, no question. But you can also manage the minutes, though. You can really do it. Guys just play a certain amount and not really overdo it. Just be smart about it. You know, Popovich is great at that.
It hurts right here. Do you have some icy hot?
Actually, I have some right here, Ernie.
How can it be icy and hot at the same time?
I don't know, but it is.
I can't tell you the formula.
It's pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
Man up.
Yeah. Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's like wet and dry.
You man up too, Kevin.
You're wet and dry at the same time.
The starting lineup of the visiting Utah Jazz. At point guard, Ricky Rubio. At small forward, Joe Ingles. At the other forward position, Derek Favors. At the other guard position, Donovan Mitchell. At center, Rudy Gobert. The head coach of the visiting team is Quinn Snyder.
Small forward position, standing 6'5", number 20, Landry Shamet. At the point guard position, at 6'6", number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 21, Patrick Beverly. At center, at 7'0", number 40, Ivica Zubac. The other forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 8, Danilo Gallinari. Doc Rivers is the head coach for your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Clippers.
It's the home of the Clippers here in Los Angeles as 2K Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. It's a single-game return to Los Angeles for the Clippers as they look for a boost from their home crowd. This is a tough team planning on the postseason, sitting in the 7th spot in the West.
And having lost both of their previous games this season, this is their last chance, guys, to get a win. I'm sure that they look at this as a really important game.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Mitchell and Ingles are out in the wings, and it's Rubio in at the point. And being a part of one of the better draft classes of all time, Steve, I think you would agree, is Donovan Mitchell.
2017 was a deep draft. Featured tremendous talent at the top. Mitchell was a late rise.
Look at that.
Nice. I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
They double him with Mitchell. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Gallinari outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Utah the other way. Last time they met was in Utah.
and really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
Mitchell outside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Yeah, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. Now they have not won yet in 2 meetings against this team, but Coach says he expects a different story tonight. He expects them to attack more offensively and worry a little less about waiting for the perfect shot. We'll see if that approach lets them win this first game in the season series. Kevin?
Great, thank you, David. Their approach is going to center around their offense. What do you think, guys? Is that the way to go?
Sure. I mean, that's the way this team is built. When you've got the weapons they do, you got to use them.
But they can't play too one-dimensional, Greg. They've got to match their intensity on offense with the same kind of effort at the other end.
Passes it to Gallinari. The three-pointer is right on target. Gallinari's got 5 points so far.
A consistent shooter, Gallinari can light the tree from deep.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Rubio. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
It takes a lot of skill to get whacked and still complete the basket. Luckily, Favors is a super talented player who does this regularly.
Utah shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And that one falls for Favors. The Clippers testing out new digital offerings, things like visual enhancements to provide live information, different viewing angles, Smitty, to their fans.
You're right, Kevin. Something the league is looking at as well, providing different options with the software background and Clippers ownership. It makes sense they want to break new ground. Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
It's good.
They thought Ingles would be looking for the jumper. Instead, he puts his head down and makes a play.
They get a hand on it. Gallinari outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Ingles. Buries it down low. Ingles has got his third basket of the night right there.
There's the work Ingles has put into his strength and conditioning. Takes the hit and still able to convert.
Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Jazz leading by 5. And it's Rubio penetrating, and the layup's good off the glass. Rubio's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
Gallinari on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. Beverly against Mitchell. Over Beverly. And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. To the inside, Beverly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Patrick Beverly, first team all-defense, Smitty, back in 2017. He gets right in your chest. He is a tenacious defender.
He's hard-nosed. He's fearless. Not just in your jersey. He wants to get under your skin.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Well, Smitty, the last day of the regular season, it has been a wild ride, but nothing compared to what we expect to see in the playoffs.
Not at all, Kevin. Nothing. Everything gets turned up a notch in the postseason. I can't wait to see teams battle, their intensity level. The dislike starts to happen in the playoffs.
You know, to the naked eye, just the speed of the game just is ratcheted up, and you can really see that.
Yeah, you can see that. Then you can see the attention to detail, especially on the defensive end. People are locking in on their assignments.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The pass to Zubats. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Gobert. Gallinari wide open, hits the front of the rim and out.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
Here's Favors. Gallinari with the rebound.
Woo, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
Clippers trail by 9. There's Gallinari with the 3. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game.
His lack of consistency with the shot tonight has held them back.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Steve, you'll remember Favors had that impressive rookie season, but he's been somewhat up and down since.
He's kind of an old-school power forward. Might have been an all-star 20 years ago, but nowadays the best forwards can shoot from range and can defend on the perimeter.
While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The Clippers third.
Now, they've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
Pass to Beverly. The 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Gobert. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, putting up about 18 points per, 12 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
To the paint, here's Zubats, and that one is hammered home.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layups.
It was a long and winding road to the NBA for Ingles. Played in Australia, Spain, and Israel. Finally got his chance with the Clippers and then the Jazz in 2014.
First free throw is good. And Steve, talking about Ingles, once he did break in, he more than held his own.
As a rookie, he started 32 games, then kept building on his success, earning his coach's trust. Ultimately, he landed a really nice contract, and he has continued to play well.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
I mean, an incredible story how Joe Ingles has gotten to this point. A lot of it's been resiliency, and a lot of it has been sacrifice.
Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Baseline J on the way, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. There's the foul against the Clippers.
The length of Gobert causes the defense plenty of problems. He's very clever at drawing fouls on his shots.
And for good reason. We talk about the effect of Gobert's wingspan, somewhere around 7 feet 9 inches.
Kevin, that's a tremendous advantage that few others have. I guess Mo Bamba's up there around 7 feet 10 inches. And of course, my old teammate Manu Bol still holds the record at 8 feet 6 inches.
And the first one at the line is good.
Rudy Gobert can change the game in so many ways. He does it with his length, his height, and his impact.
O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Korver comes in for Mitchell. And Gobert drops them both. Certainly a major strength of this Utah Jazz team is the way they can dominate on the defensive end.
Up and down the roster, there are a lot of solid defenders. Rudy Gobert is the big name, but guys like Ingles, Crowder, Mitchell, and Rubio are all great as well. This team can just be suffocating defensively.
Here's Gallinari. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Even though he does a lot of spot-up shooting, Gallinari can put the ball on the floor and create for himself.
The shot's good. Korver's got his first bucket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Williams with a clean look and another 3 for the Clippers.
Smooth shooting motion from distance. Williams making it look easy.
Korver attacking. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, early on, neither team putting much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
Here's Temple. No good from outside. Jazz leading by 5. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with so much emphasis placed on Gobert's defense, some people aren't paying attention to his impact on the offensive end.
You know, Steve, what you have to love about Gobert, as his usage rate has gone up, the efficiency still is there. It remains.
You're right. Shoots for an extremely high percentage, fairly low turnover rate, and each year his moves are a little more polished.
A free throw drops for Gobert. Well, when it comes to getting fans out of their seats, the crossover dribble does it every time. It's so fun to watch. Who are some of the best doing that, you think, Steve?
You know, Kyrie Irving,
Yes.
Steph Curry, Chris Paul, John Wall, James Harden, Jamal Crawford. Those are the guys and names that just stand out. Those are the guys that make the Smitty's top 5 plays under the rim.
Irving's handle is just phenomenal, I think, don't you?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think he's the top of his class.
And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 6-point game. Yep, it counts.
That's a terrific read by Gobert, understanding the offensive end better and better, especially as of late.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
The Clippers, they signed Doc Rivers to an extension this summer. With all the roster changes, good to have that stability on the sideline.
let's take a look at Danilo Gallinari's numbers. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. 7th in free throw percentage, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Will it go? And it's Green with the jam.
But what about the athletic ability of Green? A real powerhouse who just knows how to bring the hammer down.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
This one for three. The putback, the rebound by the Jams. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus, but they held each other accountable and played hard.
Up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Here's Rubio, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Rubio's got 6. Clippers trail by 13. Here's Temple. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Williams gets the bucket.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month, the shot block leaders. Rudy Gobert is second.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Here's Temple, guarded by Korver, and the shot goes in. Williams has got it back down to single digits for the Clippers.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
The Clippers shooting 56% in this first quarter, an outstanding start for this offense. Gallinari inside the three-point line. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
From 13, Rubio misses. Clippers with the ball. Here's the three. A shot by Williams, no good.
I'll tell you, the defense dodging a bullet right there. That's his shot.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
That's some finish, and against excellent defense, Crowder with tricks up his sleeve.
1:16 left in the first quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Crowder goes in, lays it up off the glass. And it's an 11-point Jazz lead.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Over in the corner, Green. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Los Angeles Clippers, they come into this one following a loss to the Golden State Warriors.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
Well, that's putting it mildly. They were in total disarray. I have no idea where their heads were that night.
In the corner, it's Temple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Green with the block.
And the rim protection from Jermichael. Another thing he brings to the table.
Temple gets the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. With some arc, rejected by Crowder.
Jay Crowder didn't give up on the play, tracking the ball, blocking the shot. His coach appreciates the hustle.
And so it's Utah going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
It's very really key to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
I tell you, on fire all period long, and this is how you want to start the game.
They built up a monster lead on the heels of great shooting. Love the attack mindset here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Williams is out there with Garrett Temple. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Harrell. And it's Green in at the 4. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. Korver, no luck.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
Here's Temple, guarded by Korver. Harrell finds Temple. 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Clippers trail by 12. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Back to Temple. From downtown, he scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
And there it is for him.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And Danilo Gallinari, a 6'10 small forward. Steve, good size for his position, obviously.
Yeah, one concern is on the defensive end. It's his foot speed. But on the offensive end, he uses that size to his advantage.
Got that one up quick. And it's 13 points for Rudy Gobert.
It's his work ethic. Gobert has done everything he can to become a threat offensively.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Smitty, so much work done by the players in the offseason. In terms of development, which skills tend to be the easiest to improve upon?
I think there's one, and you got to call it a skill right now, is the easiest is getting in tip-top shape, because that's all on you. Being able to put in the time in your body and nutrition. Next, I think for guys is defensively. I think that's the skill that you obviously can work on. It's about lateral movement, and you don't need others. You can come out and work on that. Next, I think for guys is shooting. And I wouldn't say you'll be Steph Curry from one summer to another, but if you put in the work, you'll see the percentages starting to go up.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Ricky Rubio.
And let's see some numbers here on Patrick Beverly. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. He's getting around 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. There's the double team with Korver. Stolen by Mitchell. One-on-one here. The offensive rebound. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
To the paint, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off with the layup.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Here's Mitchell. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Once he's dialed in, helping to dictate the flow of this game.
Clippers trail by 17. Passes to Zubac. Inside. Shamet. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Mitchell. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Assist from
Mitchell's got 12.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
It's led to a big lead. Credit the leadership on this team. They've kept everyone focused on what matters.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Well, Steve, you look at the core of this Jazz team, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, still very, very young.
Mitchell, obviously the youngest, but the Jazz have a good amount of players just entering their prime. The front office has done a great job of identifying talent in the draft and developing it.
Tucking money in the safe for my kid, and I'm good in the hood. Never tell that girl the truth, I'ma lie to her. But to my baby mama, see it's where I wasn't. But I'm the father of the year, and she'll tell you I'm here. New dream, I am way above the rim. Pool full up, then I'ma take a swim. If she ain't texting about no money, I ain't reading it. I'ma get some, then I'm a girl, I ain't need you. Oh, I'm ballin' like babies. They wanna have my baby. Fresh like mayonnaise.
And a good time now to show you the centers and power forwards from around the NBA that have had the softest touch here in the second half of the season. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
You know, he's gotten to the top of that list because he has a terrific sense and touch around the basket. He just finds ways to convert low post opportunities.
Inside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That misses off the backboard.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now.
Oh!
Uh-oh. And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time.
Failures to take care of the basketball against Donovan Mitchell, you're asking for trouble.
LA's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one wide left.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Back to Gobert. From 10 feet out. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. Shamet, covered by Cephalosha. The feed to Harrell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harrell's got 6 points.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after scoreless in the first.
Here's Gobert. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Shamet, good on the shot. He's got 7.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's Mitchell. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And right there, Donovan Mitchell showing off that confidence. He's quick and he's powerful.
Clippers moving the ball around. Gobert pulls it in.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Here's Cephalosha. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Beverly from downtown. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And the shot goes in. 20 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
He is not scared of anybody. He knows he can play amongst the big boys, and he showed it.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Mitchell. All alone. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Nice finish by Donovan Mitchell. If you're the defense, you have to get back in a hurry and match up.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in Oakland. Kicks it to Beverly. Shamet. Ingles covering. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. The past month has been surreal. 10th in scoring, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to.
Have to give major credit to the hustle of Gobert. He really goes all out on D. Doc Rivers, the coach of the year in 2000 with the Orlando Magic, a championship with the Boston Celtics in 2008, a great career as an NBA coach.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Doc Rivers came to the Clippers after he avoided a rebuild in Boston, but he's staying put in L.A. for the revamp.
A guiding voice for this team through some turbulent years. I think he's invested in making the Clippers a destination franchise.
Utah calls timeout. Well, Steve, we've just come out of the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
You know, I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that was resting players on national televised games, but I think overall just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand. But I love the new rules that was implemented.
I agree. A different look for Utah. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert, and Royce O'Neal subbed in for Thabo Sefolosha.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Well, the Clippers looking to build their own arena in Los Angeles. Being the second or third tenant at Staples Center doesn't really feel right anymore.
Big plans are laid in Inglewood, adjacent to the new football stadium. Seems like it would be a win for the fans, the team, and the city.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. So Favors will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Clippers.
And they're getting them up from beyond the arc, shooting a solid percentage from out there. So thus far, it hadn't been a problem.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Steve, the golden era of basketball for the Jazz were in the late 90s with Stockton and Malone. What was it like playing against those teams?
Well, they were unguardable in the pick and roll, fantastic in the fast break situation. Karl Malone, one of the best runners at the 4 position. And then you had John Stockton. If you made a mistake, he would make you pay with the pass. And they had toughness. Probably would have won a title if Jordan wasn't around. And the thing about Mitchell, stands only about 6'3", but has a solid frame and long arms and is very quick off his feet.
Shooting one.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And talking about Mitchell, you have the physical profile, and then you have the intangibles.
The first one, he's a highly competitive guy. The strides he's made with his shooting speaks volumes about his work ethic. Great character and very well spoken.
Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Plays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got 29 in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Mitchell. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Stolen by Mitchell, and the Jazz pushing it up now. The 19-foot shot, good on the bucket. Mitchell's got 31.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, showing the top distributors of the basketball over the last 10 games. Joe Ingles, 4th.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
Garrett Temple.
Harrell kicks to Green. Over to the left wing. Clippers moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's O'Neal. The three-pointer is right on target. O'Neal's got 5 now.
When he gets it going from out there, look out.
And the pass to Beverly. Green with the ball. In the corner, it's Temple. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, DA. Thanks.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And, Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
Well, you know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players starting to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times is just looking to make their teams better, but it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty starts to be questioned.
Bounce pass, Temple. Knocked away. Harrell, the pass to Gallinari. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 14 points for him.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
Here's Williams. He can't get it to go. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Ingles finds Korver. Now Favors. He's defended by Harrell.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Williams passes to Temple. Down low, here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Utah calls timeout. The Clippers in the past few seasons, Greg, have completely overhauled their roster. They are making some serious changes here.
Practically nobody from the team 2 years ago is still with the franchise. It was a complete teardown, and they felt they needed to hit the reboot button. Jerry West knows what he's doing, though, and he's done this before with great success.
If they hating, got a price to pay. California on my license plate. Last year they ain't even like the Bay. Had to get it on my own. I could really get it if I want. You can't even get it on the phone. You ain't even know. I be with a I ain't gon' stop putting on. For the home of the slang. Yeah, bad bag on my game. Yeah, big bag with a aim. Yeah, you ain't really what you claim. Why you over?
A different look for Utah. Crowder comes in for Joe Ingles, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Kyle Korver. 52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The drive by Mitchell.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Williams against Favors. Here's Harrell. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Harrell's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
They are at their best when Mitchell pushes the action. His aggressiveness raises the level of this team.
29 seconds left here in the second. Williams looking around. Shoots from 12. And it's Harrell missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Out to the right wing. And here's Green outside. It's not going to go for him. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend, and we've been a little bit fortunate too that missed some shots, but more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 37 points, 4 steals, and 4 rebounds. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
The view from high above downtown Los Angeles, where we are returning to action here at the Staples Center. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So on the floor for Utah, Mitchell and Ingles are out on the wings. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Rubio in at the point guard position. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And that whole play starts with Rubio's anticipation. Have to protect the ball around him.
Beverly with the ball. Pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Beverly's got his third basket of the night right there.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots, you are in rhythm.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
The rebound by the Jazz.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
You know what? It's two competing philosophies. One team playing it close to the vest, the other fast and loose. Quinn Snyder, one of the more serious and intense coaches in the NBA. He has an MBA and a law degree. Takes a very measured approach to coaching, and it fits the team perfectly.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
To the middle, all sorts of time. Yep, that one goes in there. Beverly's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And Steve, you talk about Snyder's intensity, perhaps has one of the sternest faces on the sideline.
That intensity has translated to his defense. He's rebuilt the team on that end. The Jazz players have followed his lead. They play with toughness.
Here's Beverly. 11 points in the game. Off the inbound, no good. Here's Favors. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Gallinari.
When Favors has the rock near the basket, the defense is on edge. They have no choice sometimes but to get physical with him from that range.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Favors.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
And so Favors nails both of them. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Shamet, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Here's Gobert. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 19 points for Rudy Gobert. Gallinari outside. Favors brings the double, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul.
Stolen by Mitchell.
Wow, take care of the basketball. Something he did a great job of in the first half, but not so much here in the second.
Here's Gobert. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The dish now to Gallinari. Shamet. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming up.
How about that athletic?
Way up there. The strength of Donovan Mitchell going downhill off contact, able to muscle it through.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Passes to Beverly. 3-pointer. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And that one's good by Favors.
And it only takes a couple buckets for Favors to get rolling. They got to keep feeding him the rock.
Pass to Zubac. To the paint. Here's Gallinari. Changes up. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Beverly wide open. That 3 off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Favors attacking. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Favors got 17 now.
An area where Favors continues to gain consistency. Has a nice-looking stroke out to 15 feet.
The Jazz shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
A baseline J. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
All right, a moment to see the stats for Ingles. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. He's putting up 13 points a game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
They double him with Mitchell, and that one's good. Beverly
making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
And the Jazz with possession here. Here's Mitchell, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Over in the corner, Beverly. From the arc, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Mitchell right side. Back to Rubio. From the left block, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's a good opportunity, but he needs to go up a little stronger, in my opinion.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
That's how they've gotten to this point in the game. Lots of activity, fantastic focus. Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Favors trying to break free. Rubio misses. The Clippers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's good for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Gobert, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
See, this is where the better conditioning comes in. Rudy Gobert able to stay active.
Powered down with both hands.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And the rejection by Zubac. Beverly for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Beverly's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers. Here's Mitchell.
I just don't know how you defend Donovan Mitchell. He's a dangerous offensive player, and he's learning how to get to the free throw line.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
He was a part of that terrific draft class in 2017. Donovan Mitchell was somewhat unheralded, but may turn out to be the best of the bunch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Crowder, he's checked in for Favors. And O'Neal subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And Mitchell drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Clippers shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
And he's not going to back off. Even with that big lead, he's going to get more motivated to keep stretching out their lead.
Temple gets the bucket.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
And that one, good.
He just said, hey, put the team on my back, and I'm going to take you the rest of the way.
Mitchell against Beverly. Harrell kicks to Beverly. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his 3rd triple of this half, 4th of the game.
Mitchell, and another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Poked away, stolen by O'Neal. To the middle, he's looking for Mitchell and finds him. Yep, that one goes. Mitchell's got 57 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's stolen by Gobert. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them. And Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Williams for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Jazz shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
On the wing, Williams from deep. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Utah calls timeout. And Steve, the way JaMychal Green got here, a terrific story.
Went undrafted, Kevin, did the G League thing, bounced around, but then he started to put it all together. Now he's a guy you can count on to give you good minutes.
The Jazz making a switch here. Korver's checked in. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and take a look at the leading rebounders since the All-Star break. Rudy Gobert, third.
He has taken his rebounding very seriously since the break. It's really paid off for him and his team.
Williams has gone even 50% from the field, 5 of 10. Here's Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. Gobert's got 8 points here in this quarter.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Here's Temple, covered by Mitchell. They get it back. They kick it out to Green. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Over Harrell. And it's good off the back rim and in. Gobert's got 10 points in just the second half. Now here's Williams. He's got 13. It's stolen by Gobert. Unhindered, going all the way. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The hands of Gobert are consistently moving, which is why he comes up with these steals.
The Clippers shooting at 51%. Really solid. And Beverly kicks to Harrell. From deep, Green. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The defense disrespecting his range. He goes ahead and buries it.
Here's Mitchell. Hits it again. Wow.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Outside Williams. The 3. Rebound, Utah. Now O'Neal. 7 points in the game.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
He takes pride in how he crashes the glass. No one is getting in his way when he's in that area.
Outside Williams. Down low. Here's Temple. Here's Green. And there's the pass to Harrell. Here's Temple. Off target from three-point range. And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. O'Neal misses.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Temple, defended by Crowder. And Green slams it in.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Here's Korver. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
From the wing, Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Beverly. Off on that one.
You need strength, you need length, you need a strong frame and quick feet. Donovan Mitchell has all of that. That's why he could be one of the best stoppers in this game.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Utah out in front, opening up a huge gap. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Utah shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Thornwell is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Wallace. And it's Green in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. shot from 12, and Utah again with the bucket.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Robinson passes to Wallace. Shoots over Crowder. Back to Wallace. Pass to Robinson. Clippers moving the ball around, and Green slams it in.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green's 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
Here's Niang, and again it's Utah.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
And here's Los Angeles. Wallace dishes to Green. Shoots from 12. And that one is off. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Crowder. And again, it's Utah.
He finds a little space. Crowder plays offense with his mind as much as his physical abilities.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Crowder comes up to help. Here's Thornwell. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Thornwell. He kicks it to Robinson. Here's Wallace, and he banks in the layup.
This is what your spacing is designed to do. Find cracks in the defense.
For Utah, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Allen's shot is off. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Udo gets the bucket.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Wallace outside. And here's Green outside. The rebound by Niang. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Allen's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Robinson misses. Jazz shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Here's Niang. And too long on the shot.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots. A nice job of converting. But what really makes this play, the league pass.
Here's Udo. It's stolen by Green. Wallace outside. Here's Thornwell. Off target from outside. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Here's Udo. Goes back up. He lays it in.
Fantastic positioning on that offensive board. Then right back up.
The Clippers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Robinson against Allen. Robinson down low. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like a more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Robinson. Here's Wallace. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Clippers, Tyrone Wallace. 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That free throw, no good. So he comes up empty, missing both. When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association, also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
Robinson for three. Doesn't go that time. And Utah the other way now. Here's Cephalosha. Again, the Jazz score.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Wallace kicks to Robinson. Passes it to Thornwell. Misses the three. The Jazz have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Pulls up on the wing, and Utah again with the bucket. And here is Wallace. Outside Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And the Jazz call time here. And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Utah. Cephalosha with it. Banked in off the glass. Cephalosha's got 6 here in this quarter.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against length.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Cephalosha.
Clippers ball.
Chandler scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. Here's Thornwell. The three-pointer off the mark.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Shot on the wing, and Utah again with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Wallace. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Shamet. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Utah's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Neto with the bucket.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Shamet. It's rebounded by Udo. The Jazz shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often.
And that's another fast break bucket. And this is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for them.
They are winning the battle in transition. Look for them to keep pushing the tempo.
Wallace kicks to Zubats. Pass to Thornwell. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
Shamet. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Neto with the bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And Los Angeles guys shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Here's Wallace. Rebound, Utah. Udo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Allen. And Utah again with the bucket.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
You know, going up against size, you know you have to get separation. Nice move from mid-range.
Shamet. Kept alive. Here's Zubats. And that one is hammered home.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Utah, Grayson Allen. Taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. And Allen drops them both. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Chandler finds Zubats. Here's Thornwell. Utah with the rebound. Udo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Fires from the wing. Nice jump shot. Good. 8 points for Allen. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And the pass to Zubats. The fadeaway. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's O'Neal. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot. And this one was uncontested.
Makes it off the glass.
High percentage play, working the ball in close, then the nice move to convert.
Here's Neto, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And Los Angeles guys shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Here's Chandler, and the layup's good off the glass. Chandler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Phenomenal defense there, but even better offense.
Shot from the wing. Neto can't get it to go. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Los Angeles.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jazz.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Donovan Mitchell.
You know, coming into tonight, hard to say if his intention was to take over the way he did, but as the game evolved, it became clear that he was the alpha dog on the offensive end.
Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Utah also making a switch. Niang's checked in. Utah calls timeout. They're up. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Green. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Udo. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Yes, that goes in.
Michael Green with the height and the bounce to do some damage inside.
Here's Neto. Wallace covering. There's the three. Neto can't get it to go. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.